Ah, welcome, mortal. You've stumbled upon a corner of the internet you may never escape. But don't be afraid. Yet. Here's the deal. You hit like, smash subscribe, and I promise, no contracts, no eternal damnation today. Sounds fair, doesn't it? But if you leave before the end, well, let's just say, I'll know. And I've been told my follow-up visits are rather unforgettable. Stick around because what comes next will blow your mind, or claim your soul. Either way, it's going to be hellishly entertaining.
It began as a camping trip. Just a group of friends seeking an escape from the city's noise. The forest was vast, ancient, and silent. Almost too silent. The first whispers came at dusk.
Sarah.
Did you hear that? Sarah froze mid-step, her voice barely above a whisper. The group laughed nervously, brushing it off as the wind rustling the leaves. But when the whispers came again, soft, distinct, and carrying their names, they knew it wasn't the wind.
Sarah, Mike, Tom.
That night, by the fire, tension grew. The whispers circled their camp, weaving through the trees. They were louder now, closer. Stay together, Mike urged, his voice trembling. But one by one, the others began to wander. It was Tom who disappeared first. His voice echoed from the darkness. "Help me." "Tom," Sarah shouted, her voice breaking. But there was no response. Only the whispers, taunting, beckoning. The forest felt alive, shifting, closing in. Paths they had walked just hours earlier twisted into mazes. Every turn brought them back to the same gnarled tree. Its hollow trunk seemed to watch them. Sarah grabbed Mike's arm.
We have to leave.
"We have to leave," she cried. But the whispers were everywhere now, overlapping, growing louder, screaming their names. And then,
Sarah, Mike, Tom.
Silence. Sarah turned to Mike. His face was blank, his eyes wide. Sarah, he whispered.
It's your turn.
But it wasn't his voice. "It's your turn." The firelight flickered out. The last thing Sarah saw was the hollow tree splitting open, revealing a figure made of shadow and roots, reaching toward her. By dawn, the camp was empty. Only the hollow tree remained, and the whispers still called their names.
Sarah, Mike, Tom.